I don't care what Kendall did to herself or what Kylie did. When I'm looking at pictures, they're not at the bottom. I'm literally just not gonna be betting against the Hawks anymore.
No, don't bet against them, but gentleman's sweep is on the way. It's in the horizon.
Yeah, I don't see them getting past.
All right.
Nobody can stop Giannis. That's the problem. They couldn't last series. They can't this series. He's unstoppable. Giannis is really unstoppable. That's the funny part. Like, he really is.
He wants someone to just jump on that cliff with him, but not going there.
Right.
I'm not going there.
Yeah, yo.
Shaq, when do you want to get this out of the way?
I'm about to get this out of the way right now.
All right.
Yo, the 29 people who liked the last video, I appreciate that. I have no idea what it does. I don't know if it helps us or harms us or what it does, but I would really like to beat 29. So if you're watching this video, I think we got like 250 views. Please like the VOD so we can see what happens. That's all I have to say.
Hey, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe as well. But Shaq, when do you want to get this out of the way?
I don't want to get it. I want to play Dell.
You want me to be devil's advocate?
No. Before we go, I downloaded Heads Up and I got the basketball edition. Will you play with me really fast?
All right, let's go.
It's 1 minute. Do you know how to play?
I think so.
All right. I just put this here. I'm not gonna look though. Tell me if you can see it.
I can't see. Hold on.
Can you see the first one?
No, I can't.
What about now?
Yeah.
Okay, you describe it.
I can see the first. Oh, we're playing right now.
Yeah.
Wait, how? Okay, so I can't say none of those words.
No.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. You can say whatever else.
Okay.
I can't see the word though.
All right, used to protect your teeth.
Mouth guard.
Okay. Ahmad Rashad was the first host of this show. It was big while we were growing up.
Oh my God. What, inside the NBA? Oh, this is bad.
No.
Sunday morning NBA show? All right, I'm passing that one. That was tough.
That was sad, bro. I'm sorry. You just said they're about to get a gentleman's sweep.
The Atlanta Hawks.
Yep.
Come on, keep going.
What was the Kemba Mutombo known for?
Blocking shots.
Okay.
Your time was up already.
Your time was up, but yeah.
You got three.
We got two.
You got three.
It took about 30
three.
seconds
I got
for
you.
Dell to figure
even
out
start.
the game while it was going though, so he might have.
No, and I have to come in to like see the
Yeah.
joint, and it was NBA inside stuff.
That's so fire. And I'm talking about Sunday show, NBA wake up. Was this Saturday mornings, I think?
I think Saturday
It
morning.
was Saturday morning.
Saturday
yeah.
morning.
But the
Amazing
there was
show.
another show NBA on NBA TV that was good. One with everyone loved the top 10. What's going on? You said what?
JD,
Run
nice
that
hat by the way, bro.
Hey, thanks, bro.
I'm not sure where you got
little
it.
OTH shout out.
Oh, okay.
What
Nice
was I
hat.
about to say? Yeah, I would like to play that game.
Yo, it's a great game. Next episode, we can try to beat our score of 2 cards. I'm gonna find a better way to focus it.
It's like beat the Dell, but
No,
not really,
Shaq,
since
once-
I discontinued my show.
Once you got it up to the camera, it was fine. You could actually see it.
Oh, okay, Jack.
Since you discontinued my segment.
But hey,
beat the
Hey,
Dale. What's up,
Yeah,
God
that's
Sensu?
crazy. I was
Yo,
thinking
shout
about
out to everybody who tunes into the show, man. I love all you
Hold on.
guys.
JD, we
Yo.
got to get something off first because I got something.
I'm just wondering when he wants to
I'm-
get this out of the way.
I'm trying to get. How is everybody's week? Like, can we get out the what is
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Dale?
yeah.
Talk to
Dale,
me.
Dale got a mysterious DM from a random fan. That was weird. I hate
And
that.
you got a haircut today.
Please
Yesterday.
identify yourself in the comments, by the way.
Yeah, that was wild. I didn't know who he's like. Dell, who's that? I'm like, I wish I could tell you my brother, but I really can't. So we'll just have to go from there.
Context bender.
Yeah, that was wild.
Oh man.
My week is going great. fantastic. Is busy. Great vibes over here. It looks like Shaq got a haircut. He's been in the gym. I like your wristband. I like your shirt. JD, I love your hat. And Dale, you look like you just came from a afternoon lunch, business lunch meeting. I like the striped shirt.
Thanks. It's a nice little t-shirt.
Little 1-2. Little 1-2. What's that hat look like? Let me see.
Oh, so
since you keep the Carhartt, since you keep amazing logo, since you keep bringing it up,
amazing.
Jay, I got a haircut 2 days ago.
Oh, it looks fresh.
I'll tell my barber you said so.
Yeah, it does look good. It looks good.
You remember, Jordan? You remember that one episode where the top of my head was flat?
Is my son crying?
Hey, Shaq was hot though about that though.
He was pretty
lit
upset.
him up though.
I'll never forget that episode. Episode 21, January 13th.
Wow, he remembered.
5 minutes into the show.
Yeah. No, that was actually here. So it was the beginning of summer here.
What is he doing?
But I'm doing well. But if you want to get straight into this, Jay, these asinine comments that you make. Oh, God Sinsu, what's up, bro? Thanks for tuning in and watching the show. The younger boys, yes, we do mod people, but not so easily. That's up to Jay. And Jesse B, will I admit that Jason Tatum is better than Ben Simmons? We're going to talk about Ben Simmons and the disrespect. And thanks for the sub, the younger boys. And Lenny D, what is good, my brother? Now, back to you, Jordan. This isn't even on the docket. You're a real disrespectful guy.
You're a real disrespectful guy.
Wait, what do y'all guys got to finish again? What is the combo?
Yo.
Reel me back in.
Yo, listen, and I'm gonna put this right at face value. Jordan thinks Andrew Wiggins is better than Klay Thompson. That is basically what the argument is.
Hold on.
That is basically what the argument is.
Okay. Now, okay, I knew you were going to try and start this crazy. Okay, here's the context. So Jay sends a video of an athlete.
Wait, shut up. Like, he's in the group. He's in the chat right now. Trey, but my athlete Trey.
Okay, so you train him, right? Okay.
Yes.
So you train him. You're
terrible guy.
Bad guy.
You film a video of him saying Andrew Wiggins is better than Klay Thompson. All Klay Thompson does is shoot threes. I didn't comment on that. I said Andrew Wiggins is a better playmaker than Klay Thompson. And I think that stands. And that's what I'm trying to argue with you, Shaq, because you said Klay Thompson's a playmaker. You're blasted.
I can legit argue that Klay Thompson is a top 15 player in the NBA. I can legit make that argument that you can squeeze him in there from the 10 to 15. A lot of guys that you got in you guys' top 10s, like the Kawhi and the Paul George, I can make an argument that Klay's a better player than them. That's first off. And to your point of playmaking, if somebody passes me the ball and I pump fake and you have to react and I can make a dribble to get past you, that is much more efficient than bringing out the pick and roll, taking 12 seconds off the clock, and trying to find the big man. I'm just saying.
Is that playmaking, Shaq?
Yes, that is playmaking. Bro, anything. How is a pump fake?
Hey, Jordan, I get what you're saying compared to Klay, but Andrew Wiggins is not that much of a playmaker as you think.
Of all the people that you could have chosen.
I'm not saying he's an amazing playmaker.
Oh, okay.
But Klay Thompson, his game is different than Klay Thompson's. Klay Thompson is such a threat because he's so good at shooting. Andrew Wiggins, you don't care about him shooting, but he can get to the rack. He can get to inside.
So you would take Andrew Wiggins over Klay Thompson.
If I don't need a
no. You would take Andrew. No. That's not what I'm asking. That's not what
answer
I'm
that
asking.
question.
If it's your first pick and it's between Andrew Wiggins and Klay Thompson, who are you choosing?
And I don't even have a team yet. I'm picking Klay Thompson, of course.
Why? Well,
because
when would you ever choose Andrew Wiggins? I would never choose Andrew
than Klay Thompson.
I don't know who you guys think Andrew Wiggins is, and I'm here for it. Yo, Dell, Jordan, context benders. You guys ready to have a real conversation about Andrew Wiggins?
No, I want you to stop spinning the narrative, and I want you to answer my question about Klay Thompson being a playmaker.
Okay.
Was Ray Allen a playmaker?
When are we gonna have a real conversation about Andrew Wiggins?
Yo, but Jordan.
Ship him.
doesn't
Ship him
even-
to Has
one
Been
thing you
Island.
I could get your playmaking take, Jordan. But one thing you said that, and I don't matter who's on the team. I'm taking Clay over Andrew Wiggins, no matter who's on the team. If it's Steph, Joe Harris, Ray Allen, Steve Kerr, Michael Redd, I'm taking Clay over Wiggins on any team. Any team. That was the only blunder. But he does put the ball on the floor. You can literally say everyone's a better playmaker than Clay.
Yeah, like
that's
what
why
point?
the point is invalid. Literally,
Yeah, like
anyone
what?
that dribbles.
That's because
Anyone
Clay
that dribbles.
That's because Klay Thompson is not a playmaker.
Okay, but
this
he
is what you
creates
said.
offense.
It's a mute point. It's a mute point. Who's a bigger threat offensively, Clay or Wiggins?
Like, listen, this is what
bigger threat
He froze.
offensively.
He froze.
Alright.
He froze.
I
He
can't
froze.
believe that you're thinking this long. Let's just start the show, please.
Wait, no. Let JD respond. What were you gonna say,
He
JD?
No,
can't.
We're good. We're good. I mean, I don't understand why he's trying to get me caught up of like because you
I'm
have
not
to.
trying to get you
it's
caught
just-
up at all.
Yeah,
But it's a mute point saying Wiggins is a better playmaker than Clay because, like, Clay really he dribbles for 4 seconds. He had 60 points and dribbles 6 times.
right.
That's why it's a mute point. It's like, what's the reason for saying that? It's like,
But Shaq was trying to say he's a playmaker. That's why I was
He
like, no,
create,
he's not.
anytime you create offense, that's playmaking in my book.
So
and he
everyone in the
creates
NBA is a
offense.
playmaker.
He creates it's levels to it.
Yes.
Why? How could you ever in your life compare Andrew Wiggins to Klay Thompson? You're so disrespectful. Like,
yeah,
like
that's the point. It's like it's such a
Yeah.
mute point. It's that's the only reason. It's like a mute
And-
point when you say it's like, okay, Wiggins
Trey,
playmaking better. It's like, all right, who cares?
Trey, if you're in the chat, make yourself known. You the one. Yes, I put you on blast. I told you these boys was gonna light you up, and I couldn't believe it. We had to get through the training session. I was like, bro, like, are you serious?
that's a bad
Like,
take.
I think he liked him
But-
because
he's diverse. That's it. He's diverse.
right, and he models his game because he's dynamic, right? Like, you know, he's not a spot up shooter.
Then
type
he
thing.
needs to
can
choose
create
Donovan
for himself.
Mitchell. He needs to choose
out of
Donovan
all the
Mitchell.
threes in the NBA, he models his game after Andrew Wiggins.
That's a bad three.
I don't know. I think no. Pause. I think he can relate to Andrew Wiggins better because he can create the shot.
That's true, but you're a bad guy, Trey.
I told you. Look, no, he in here too. He said, "Bro, Trey. So, what do you have to say for yourself?
That's
What do
Trey-
you have to say for yourself?"
That's Trey
Trey's a
too
bad
shifty.
guy.
Yeah, that's a bad take. That's a really bad take.
Yeah.
That was
Trey's
fire.
too shifty.
Hold on, let
You
him
got Paul-
respond.
That
You
was
got Paul
fire.
George,
We'll let him
Kawhi,
respond. We can
LeBron,
get into it.
KD. He
All
goes
right.
after Andrew Wiggins and Joe Jackson.
Andrew Wiggins is an
Andrew
all-around
Wiggins
better
still a
player.
better all-around
That's
player.
completely inaccurate. Like, that's so untrue. Yo, you know, like when you're playing like Mario Kart and the acceleration for one player is all the way up and the other player got like the even. It's like, I'm choosing the acceleration. Like, I need that.
Yeah, I'm going with
I
A.
need that.
Right.
I need that. I don't care about the well-rounded Mario player. No.
He says tougher. He says tougher defender.
That's
Clay
also
can defend, too.
inaccurate. Hits
He's an
tougher
amazing
shots.
defender.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna read the chat anymore.
Lenny's like, Wiggins plays defense like it's sick out here. But all right, let's get on to Shane.
Now Wiggs play defense. He does. Wiggs plays some defense. Wiggs plays some defense. He plays a little defense. I'm not gonna hold you.
Stop the cap.
All right, let's get right into it. Let's start with you, Del. Which players truly belong on the Shanghai Sharks? Like, when I seen this, I was like,
This is a funny, disrespectful take,
Thank you,
and I
Dale.
low-key kind of don't want to be a part of it.
Thank you, Dale.
Because-
this is nasty.
Because it's all. And who's the 5 players again? Because I really just
it's Ben Simmons, Joe Harris, look at Kuz, Kristaps, Rudy Gobert, and the 6th man is Dennis Schroeder.
you guys got Rudy Gobert in there. That's honestly none of them belongs on that. And it's to be honest, none of them belong on that.
Like, what?
Because it's downplaying Shanghai Sharks, which is a great organization. One of my close friends just got off the team there, and I get the narrative. Oh, going to China because they had bad playoffs, but I don't. Nah, them dudes. All of them dudes is their own talent, and not one of them dudes I could say is like whack.
That's
like
crazy.
honestly, just yeah. So it's like it's good for the fun and games and for the social media, but really when you break it down, it's like all
Not
them dudes
one of those players
Yeah,
belong
KP.
on there.
Yeah, like it's
But
all
if
for
I
the smoke
had
signals.
to choose one,
Every
That should be Shaq's. That should be when Shaq saying prisoner of the moment. This take,
right,
this whole little segment.
this is
right. Every single one of those players is going to retire in the NBA. None of those guys are going to go
Right.
overseas
But the weird
Maybe
thing
because they
is-
got their
want to,
NBA.
unless Chris Paul wants
Exactly,
to.
but they're not. Their NBA career is not going to get cut short. They're going to go overseas.
Right.
It's fun to poke at Ben Simmons only because of the
you guys
level
are lighting him
of
up.
play that
Bum,
he's-
bum,
that he's
you guys,
expected to play.
No.
Listen, he's the only one that I look at and I'll be like, damn, Ben, you drew.
No, he
Like
drew.
you drew. Him and
He
KP.
drew.
Him and KP's the only two I'll be like,
KP
damn,
didn't
you drew.
draw.
Because
KP didn't draw.
because you said what?
KP didn't draw. Ben drew.
KP drew. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because KP was out there, like he wasn't shooting. KP drew. He for sure drew. Luka didn't have nothing to do with KP drawing. KP drew.
Okay.
And Ben drew because of Ben. Like when I watched that video that JD sent, I'm like, someone's in his head. And then they were showing videos of him in summer league and all that stuff. Like Ben, someone's really in your head. It's kind of wild. And then
I
some
have no
people
comment.
thinks he's top 15 playing the NBA. You know, this is like we're not gonna get into that.
No,
But,
I
yeah,
never said
Ben
he was
drew.
top 15, but he's for sure top 30. Like he's for sure top 30. But I will say this:
Stop.
it's no way
Please.
he's for sure top 30. Like, see, this is what
We're not gonna do
This
this.
is the prisoner. I've never seen more prisoner of the moment in this playoffs in the history of my life. I've never seen it. CP3 is the point guard. Bum Simmons, Rudy Gobert, like he had anything to do with what went down with the Jazz. Like, what do you want him to do?
That was weird. That was a weird take. The Rudy was a weird take.
Like, what do you want? Like, I mean, Joe Harris. I feel like nobody was shooting like that, like consistently the entire playoffs. But no, this is the prisoner of the moment. Like social media wildfire is weird. I can't believe Ben Simmons is getting all this flag. It's crazy to me. It's inaccurate.
It's not.
It's kind of wild.
It's not crazy to me.
Though. It's not crazy, Shaq. Like for real.
It's not-
You're labeled a superstar, top tier player. He drew, bro. He legitimately
Kevin
drew.
Durant drew too.
Oh
He
my
lost in the
God.
second round.
How
He
we going
lost in
there,
the second
bro?
round. He lost in the
No.
second round, and we haven't heard about it. It's just swept under the rug. It's just like, oh, Kevin Durant lost in the second round. Like, that's not weird. Like, is that not weird? We heard
It's
it.
so weird.
It's really
OD
weird.
But he had 48. He played. He tried.
Right.
Yo, Ben, Shaq, stop.
Ben had 4
You know
to
the
8.
last-
He
the last 5
had
games-
4
The
to
last
8
4 or
points.
5 games, Ben took no shots in the fourth quarter.
It is a draw
Zero.
box. Ben, listen,
he drew.
Ben.
He drew.
listen.
That's all he drew, bro. He
Listen,
drew.
I
And
got
you
a
love him want to
few.
defend him because he in the chat. You sent them
The
how
link.
much you support him, and he in here. But
Yo.
it's cool, Ben. You drew.
Ben, I no comment.
Just say it, bro. Just he drew. He drew.
He got a half a year left out of me. Like early spring training. When does the season start? I'm off him by Christmas if he come out on some BS. Y'all supposed to be in the semis right now.
No, it don't matter what happens next year. I'm off Ben and until playoffs. He's
Yep,
gonna
okay,
get the
okay,
Giannis treatment
okay,
what people
okay,
gave him this
okay,
year with that
okay,
Brownie. So I
that's
don't care
fair.
what you did in the regular season. Let's
Okay.
see when the game slow down what your type of time you want.
And that's also my contract with Ben Simmons. Until the playoffs, I'm not
Right,
jacking
right.
none of your accolades during
Right.
the year. I don't care if
Right.
you win Defensive Player of the Year, shoot 40% from three,
Right.
although that'd be real impressive. I need to see you in the semis. I got you.
Right.
Because we can't trade you.
Hey, if he actually came out with a jump shot next year, I would clap for him.
I don't know why he's not shooting it.
He has no confidence. He has no confidence in
That's
that
really
shot.
It's
weird.
not Doc taking it away from him. It's probably Liv. That's his sister. We're friends.
But let me ask you guys
That's
this:
for-
like, what type of
that's for another day.
mental therapy do you guys go through? Like Dale before a game, like because you're a killer. But
I
is there
do this-
some type
I
of
go through
strategy that you use?
No, this is weird. It's a weird thing because I don't know if Ben could play in Europe. Only because they get in your head more coaching, society, you know, that's more than the NBA could ever can. So it's weird. I've never in college and maybe when I was in Turkey for that stint, I've never been in a free of mind space of just freedom. 'Cause in college, I know like, yo, everything's on you. And when I went to the Philippines, so I like that pressure of knowing I could just go outside and play free. And Ben has that freedom. So when I see Ben playing how you playing, I can't blame a coach, especially as a point guard. You have the ball in your hands. Like it's your show. I don't know what mental preparation. So it in Europe it differentiates. It's like one game they want this, one game they want. But when you have that clear mental space of a coach, like a Mike James in Europe, no matter where he go, coach is not gonna say nothing. They're gonna say, give him the keys, then you play your game. So that's what Ben has. So for him to be tripping how he's tripping, I think it's something he's dealing with in himself.
Free throw
and it's
demons.
probably gonna come out.
Free throw demons are real.
And then I'm gonna laugh at it. It's gonna be like Ben was going through this. Ben was going. I'm gonna back that's funny.
I don't think so. I think he needs to get back with He should have never got with what was her name? Kendall. He should have stayed with Kendall. To be honest, you see what's happening with Book. That's first off.
First they were cursed, but then they're really not a Kardashian. They're Jenner. So who knows? I don't know.
Yo.
True.
Real quickly though. I hate when people say Kourtney's the baddest Kardashian because that's completely inaccurate. She's like 4th or 5th, and it's not even close.
Well, they don't consider Kylie and Kendall Kardashians because they're not.
Just out of all the sisters,
it's just
Kourtney's at the bottom.
Out of all the system, Kourtney's she might be 4th.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Out of 5?
I don't care. Yes, I don't care what Kendall did to herself or what Kylie did. When I'm looking at pictures, they're not at the bottom. Like when I'm looking at
let's rank them.
Honestly, it depends on the day because Kim just dropped a couple. I'm like, Kim, you're one.
That's true. That
and
is
then
very
Kylie
true.
dropped a little after. I'm like, Kylie, you're one. And
That's
it's
extremely
like, you guys
accurate.
can tussle back and forth, and I would love to see the tussle, but it's never Kourtney and Chloe. Chloe had a couple back in the day where she could have slid into 3 for a day, but top 2.
Yo, what did you say with D Book and Jason Tatum? I'm putting them automatically 1 and 2 because they're the same player. That is what Kylie and Kim are. And then I'm giving Kendall 3, like you always got 3, and then
but
Kourtney and Chloe.
Honestly, though, this is the whole truth. Though I think just natural beauty of what I can see, I think Kendall's the prettiest one.
She's number 1.
Yeah, she does. She
With
does
no
give
makeup.
beautiful vibes.
Of just natural beauty. And her vibes look OD. She be having on the J's.
Good swag.
Kylie had on J's, but they looked my size. And I was like, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it on her. I wasn't feeling it. But the Kendall, like, when she pour out, bro, it's like, yeah. But then when you look at the body that was done for Kim and Kylie, and then the face match what they put on, I'm like, listen.
But if there was
because Kendall didn't enhance herself like that.
Yo,
she didn't.
But if it
what
wasn't,
is going on?
If it wasn't for Kylie,
when Kendall dropped that.
No.
She dropped that Dominican or Miami trip.
Yo, listen, there is so much like pivotal moments in American history to where if it wasn't for one of these ladies, it just wouldn't have happened. Tory Lanez shooting Meg Thee Stallion. If it wasn't for Kylie, Tory would just still be on his quarantine run. But because of Kylie,
he was at her crib.
That's nuts.
Great album.
Amazing album. I actually believe him, but that's a story for another day.
Hey, let's get back on track. Shout out to James Jones, Executive of the Year. Shaq, what are your thoughts on that?
I actually just recently found that out. That's dope. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. That Suns team is they're really impressing people. And I'm like, if you guys sweep the Clippers going into, so that means you guys would have lost, 3 games the entire playoffs? If I'm saying that right, because they swept the Nuggets, right?
They did sweep the Nuggets.
So they've only lost 2 games in the playoffs. That's unbelievable.
It's crazy. JD, what do you think about James Jones as an executive of the year?
I mean, congratulations to him, obviously, but I think what I like even more about this is it kind of continues just to put away that kind of stereotype of like, just because you're a player, that's really all you are, right? That's all you can do. I mean, obviously now in the, I don't know, last 5-10 years or whatever, entrepreneurship and like business has become way more popular and people learning like business, whether it's on their own or just becoming more interested in getting involved in business in some shape or form. I love seeing ex-players get into these roles, executive roles, management roles, just being more involved on the business side or even just starting their own business on the side, right? And just kind of showing like, hey, there is something after a hoop. I'm not some dumb jock like, every time you're kind of stereotyped as an athlete, you're considered, all they know is sports. They're just idiots outside that. So it's dope. I love it.
That's dope. Good take. Dale, tap in, brother.
Yeah, basically everything he said. It was dope seeing him win it. I didn't know who else you could have go to for executive of the year, but it's weird. It's like, I feel like they vote this in the playoffs, though. That kind of rubbed me that way a little bit.
It's a weird award.
It's kind of nasty, though, if you think about it. It's like, you can't. Okay, so he's executive year because of Chris Paul, right? Because him and Jack Crowder is kind of like the only news thing. So I don't like the executive of the year not being the person that on the same team that won coach of the year, though. But it was good because it's like only Chris Paul and Jay Crowder. That's your only two moves, and you went undefeated in the bubble. It's like, I guess. But then if you look at the next executive for what they did coming from where they come, it's like, how they don't win.
Okay,
so
now I can agree with the New York Knicks probably should have got that award, executive of the year, coach of the year. No, like, that was
no, but it's the thing. It's how it can't be different to me. It's like the same executive that the person that got coach of the year is hired by that executive.
Yeah. It's a weird award. It's a weird flex.
It's like
so. Is it safe to say that Monty Williams should have got coach of the year?
Yeah,
he could have easily got it. Right. I mean, I had two picks, and they could have pulled out which hat of him or Tibbs, and I wouldn't mind with either. But I think if Tibbs won, then you got to look at the Knicks as what they got over there as executive year, just because the same branch did that. Like basically, it's like
really quick, Del.
That executive.
Maybe you want to answer this. Lenny said, how is it chosen? What is it what's it based off of to get executive of the year?
I have no idea. That's what I'm saying. So they're basing it on Chris Paul. Like they have to, it's based. I think it's based on the same criteria of how well the team does. Because a losing team will never get executive of the year. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
right. I'm sure there has to be some sort of moves, right? Because if you go from one year to the next and there's literally no moves, you shouldn't be able to win executive of the year, right? Because you made no changes.
So Chris Paul, right? So basically,
right.
Chris Paul and Jay Crowder is better than the Knicks getting the coach. Well, I guess
campaign.
The Knicks got the coach. Campaign was there last year. He played in the bubble.
Okay.
So
that's right. That's right.
The Knicks only got the coach, so I guess that's why they won it, because all the Knicks had was Tibbs. And they brought back Derrick Rose, and they got Crowder and Chris Paul. So Monty was already there. So I guess 2 versus 1.
I hate Campaign, by the way.
Listen, he's been balling, and I don't want to.
There's no need to have a real discussion about him.
It's ridiculous.
But he's just one of those guys, how I used to look at Jamal Murray.
I think he's more funny than Jamal Murray.
I would hate Campaign every time off the court.
Since he's been cooking, they've been seeing a post where the Chicago Bulls was like, after first practice, we seen he didn't belong and all this stuff. Did you guys see that? And now he's cooking?
Yeah. I seen it. That he can't play.
He got waived. He got waived by 2 teams, right?
It doesn't matter. He gives me really annoying teammate vibes. I can usually gauge those things pretty well.
What's an annoying teammate before we transition, Shaq?
I just look at his teammate. No, I'm an amazing teammate. I look at Campaign.
Shaq's a great teammate, though. Yeah, Shaq is a very good teammate.
Campaign, bad teammate. It's written
but Campaign teammate. Doesn't look. Anyone that can dance like him can't be a bad teammate. No. They've been in a locker room just dancing.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to sit next to him on a plane. On none of the PJs in the airport. Do not talk to me, Campaign. You're about to say something stupid.
No. I think I like Campaign if that setting.
Oh my God. There's so many more people on that team.
It's a couple. Like Cam Johnson, I'm like, you're too sneaky for me.
What about Aiden? Aiden? I'm not gonna take it there.
No, I like Aiden.
Okay.
Aiden. He remind me of Tanya.
Oh,
same
okay,
guys.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Young guys are good.
Cam Johnson, like him, and then there's another one I'll be seeing that. Like Saric is like, I know.
Like,
you're a terrible person.
Let's keep it pushing. Hey, start bench cut. Let's start with you,
I'm about to start ranking teammates.
You got Sebastian, Zion, LaMelo Ball. What you doing?
I Oh my god, I hated this one too. This is
So-
a very tough.
I love this one actually. And here's what's
I'm gonna
crazy
tell
is
you
if
why.
if Sebastian Telfair played because of how much hype he had coming out of high school in a non-social media generation.
Mhm,
Imagine if
mhm.
there were social media.
Social media,
He would
right.
he
He
would
was
be
coming up.
irrelevant in today's age. He would be irrelevant.
Okay, all right,
Oh shit.
that's pretty stupid. But
How is
That
that-
is that's dumb. That's very
So
dumb,
so
yeah.
Sebastian
I think-
Telfair, I always got to do this with you guys with this evolution thing. Sebastian, first off,
Wait. Let's listen to
I'm not gonna
JD's
do that
Dark
with
bench
Baz.
cut.
No,
I'm not
well,
gonna do that
JD
with
Point
Baz.
got to be muted now because Shaq is already going. So we just got to let him go because I think I know where JD is going because he said the right thing first. Bashy was ridiculous without no social media, just like LeBron was. So I don't know what Shaq has to say about irrelevant, and I just have to
because
hear that.
the
now.
the
Like,
type of player that Sebastian is, he wouldn't be what you like. Are you serious right now? So right now in today's age, if he played the way that he played back then, right now, that's always my argument with you guys. You just think that Sebastian, bro, he was a man child. He was better than everybody else. That doesn't exist today. It doesn't. We got Zion that could just fly over people. LaMelo was kind of still getting packed up in high school. Let's not act like he was. He was playing in Chino Hills. He wasn't in any type of national.
Shaq.
No.
but
No, that
first, I think
surely
JD's talking
you
about
wa-
the hype.
yes, 100%. And also, if you watch Zion Williamson's mixtapes,
it's
the
no
guys
way
that
you're
he's
about to tell
dunking
me.
on are
It's no
5'6".
way. It's no way that That's the point that I'm making. That's the point. It's no way you're about to tell me that Sebastian had more hype than Zion Williamson or LaMelo Ball. It's no way you're about to tell me that. There's no
what
way
are
you're
you
about to
talking
tell me
I'm
that.
saying,
It's
What
no
were
way you're
you
about to tell me
talking
that.
about?
Is that what you're about to tell me?
are you the context bender this episode? Because I don't know how I feel about you stealing my title, first of all. Second of all,
Right. Context.
are you denying the hype that Sebastian Telfair got with no
Not-
social media?
Not at all. He had a documentary on ESPN. I'm not
Yes.
gonna. Okay, yeah, I respect
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but my thing is, Sebastian didn't have more hype than LeBron.
They're damn near the same. They're damn near
Okay,
pretty
like,
close. They're damn
I'm
near
trying to
pretty
fig-
close.
I said a
I'm trying
trap,
to-
and you context benders fall into it every time. There's no way that Sebastian Telfair had even remotely the same amount of hype as LeBron James, and they both didn't have social media. It was just starting. LeBron James was at the WWE fight with a flip phone. So that's how we know social media was not
Let me
like
ask
what
you
it
a
is.
question. Going into Braun's senior year
Yo.
and Bash going into his junior in high school, who was on the cover of Slam magazine?
Yo, I'm not doing this right now. I'm not doing
But
this.
no,
answer
wasn't
the
Bron?
question.
I'm not
It
doing
was
this right now.
Braun and Sebastian.
It was both of them.
The title
It was both of
called
them.
The Takeover. Sebastian Telfair and LeBron James are about to rule the world. That was the title. Braun had ESPN games that year, and so did Sebastian. Bro, it was ridiculous. And I was kind of like, because my brother was on the same AU team as Sebastian, so I was a little part of that. It
Mhm.
was insane.
Yeah,
It was insane, bro.
Go type in right now LaMelo Ball versus Zion Williamson, and it's people clawing to get into the door, getting turned away,
I
mothers
believe you,
crying,
but
trying
it's
to get their
That's
sons
the
in.
social media era, bro. That's what we're talking about.
That's
People
what we're
call-
saying.
That's what we're saying. So you can
I just
imagine
don't-
that hype.
So who is
Imagine
Sebastian
that
B?
hype back
Who is
then.
Sebastian B? So this is my thing.
Who knows? We don't know. We're not talking about who he would be. That's not what we're talking
Sebastian
about. We're
was
just talking
hand-
about the hype.
Sebastian was all right. Y'all ready to have this conversation? Because he was handpicked. He didn't pan out in the league. He just dominated in high school. That's all Sebastian ever did. He was literally handpicked. If I could choose, I probably would have chose Lance Stevenson. But that's just me, though. That's just me. But Sebastian, do not lie, was handpicked. He was handpicked.
What does that mean,
OJ
handpicked?
Mayo.
That's what I was about to say.
Who handpicked him?
Brandon
Who handpicked
Jennings,
Sebastian?
handpicked. Ricky Rubio, handpicked. All these guys handpicked, and they never panned out because it was some white guy in the front office saying, "Oh, that guy's electric. Let's choose him. Oh, I'm gonna go with
Wait.
him. Oh, I'm going
Look
over
at
there.
JD face.
Oh, I'm going over there. No,
You think Ricky Rubio didn't have a solid NBA career?
no. That's the thing. All of them had solid NBA careers. Nobody ever
What's wrong with
overachieved
that?
out of any of those handpicked guys. Name me
Brandon
one
Jennings was a
handpicked
bucket,
guy.
though.
Name me one handpicked guy that panned out, other than LeBron
LeBron
James. Other than LeBron James. Name me one more.
Well, Zion's going to pan out.
But I don't know
KG?
what you consider. No, this is what I'm saying. I don't know what he considered.
Straight out of high
handpicked.
school?
Who was what is handpicked? How do you know who's handpicked?
In today's age, you don't, because the media decide, like all of social media decides. That's how you get trending. I look eye
how
test,
was
you look
Bashi
eye test.
handpicked? Because he was killing. He was cooking.
Stephon. Okay. So, Shaq, in your words, then Stephon Marbury.
Was Stephon Marbury? What about him? First off, second off,
Hand
Dale.
out.
So Dale, because you're from the city, so you tell me, was there any other players that rivaled Sebastian Telfair?
Back then?
Yeah. Or was it just unanimous?
Darius Washington, Sean Livingston.
Okay.
Both of those guys was in his class, and they was battling. Sean Livingston actually, at the end, became the number one point guard, I think, of that class.
I mean, I went to a few high school games of Sean Livingston in Peoria. That's where my grandma's from. And I mean, he looked the part, but he was bigger than everybody else.
And Bash, of course, he didn't have the NBA career that anyone envisioned based on whatever college would have maybe helped him. But he played 8 to 9 years, got the NBA pension. Like, I'm from where we from. He's a god.
He made it.
He's a god. He's a god. So
Because he was handpicked.
By whom?
I don't know.
And what are you? What is your?
Right.
What does it mean, bro?
I don't know who came down and touched all these boys. Pause. Wait a minute, slow down.
Whoa!
But somebody came, took their hand, and said, "You're chosen." And that guy was always wrong. He was always wrong.
This show is amazing, by the way.
We podding today.
Oh, I'm starting Zion Williamson. I'm benching. I'm benching Ball and I'm cutting Telfair, but it's not that easy.
Shaq, who you got?
That's a really weird take, Jay. I said all that to say I'm starting Telfair still because he did have a documentary on ESPN, which was unheard of back in that day. Anybody who was everybody heard of Telfair because he was chosen, of course. I'm gonna bench Zion. No, I'm gonna bench LaMelo. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Because I feel like, that's tough.
But you got to make a decision, bro.
All right, I'll bench Zion and I'll cut LaMelo. That's tough.
Yeah, who you got?
I'm starting Bash, benching Zion, cutting Melo. This is just based his hype, right? High school hype, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Starting Bash.
I feel like LaMelo. I feel like LaMelo didn't have more hype than Zion.
Were we ranking them based on their hype, or we were ranking
as a player? Yeah. Based on their hype as a player.
Oh.
Because Sebastian did have the most hype.
And Melo did not have more hype as Zion, bro. Zion was kind of filthy.
Yeah, that's
no, Melo did not have more hype. I agree.
Not straight out of high school.
Yeah, his joint did come on late. Him going across the world doing all this 1-2. Then his pop started. His hype grew as his pop started talking more honestly as well.
His pop's hype
for Zion and of course Sebastian, it was just on the court and word of mouth and people like, yo, Bashy as a freshman is wild in this ABCD camp up. Like he's going crazy at Darius Wagner. Like that's what he's doing.
Let's talk about these lottery picks that just came out. Detroit has number 1, Houston has 2, Cleveland has 3, yada yada yada. Dale, have you seen that? Have you seen these?
Yeah, I saw the list and I'm really not it just doesn't move me. It's pretty exciting though to see the Warriors. I think the Warriors is going to be scary. They have the 7th and the 14th pick in the first round, so you know how picks talk. So they could look to move those to pick up a valuable piece. And I just hope it's faith out there that Klay's healthy and Steph's healthy, because that means the Warriors are going to the Western Conference Finals and maybe the NBA Finals.
I would trade.
I have that.
I would trade both of those picks for like a number 3. I don't think number 3 would do that, but maybe a number 4 pick. Maybe Toronto.
I wouldn't trade it for picks. I would trade it for Karl Anthony Towns.
And I would package it with Wiggins, Jordan's favorite player.
You're an idiot.
And go
Yeah.
get
I was
Embiid.
watching a video earlier today, and I wish I remember his name so I could give him credit. But his I guess his like analysis or his commentary on these draft picks and what all these teams needs. He brought up that Draymond on the NBA on TNT mentioned, he was talking about the Wizards, and he said you can't surround those kinds of guys, talking about Beal and Westbrook, with rookies. It just won't pan out. And
You
so
can't, right.
the comment that the guy made that was talking about, Draymond making the comment, he said it about them, but he's like, I think it was kind of really foreshadowing kind of his thoughts about what the Warriors need to do going into this next year is
Right.
yeah,
That's
maybe
a really
get
funny
rid of the
take, though.
trades, or
Right.
the draft picks or whatever, and
Jordan
trade up,
Bell,
go get a vet.
Jordan Bell panned out. What's the other guy? The five
Well,
Looney panned out.
You see, but you
Draymond
see, that's a
panned
different.
out.
No, Shaq. You can't use those. You can't use Bell. You can't use Looney, and you can't use Draymond because Looney and Bell, they came into or no one was looking at them to do anything. So they're second round picks, I believe. That's a different, easy to pan out. When Draymond came, he sat on the bench. He was behind David Lee. That's not a pan out. What Draymond is saying, they have the 7th and 14th pick. When you're that high of picks, you have to come in and contribute right away. That's a different type of player when you're coming into Clay, Steph, Draymond, even Wiseman, dudes that with championship on their mind. You can't. So that's what he means. Is that's not a same pan out. Like imagine a number 8 pick going into the Spurs with Duncan, Parker, Ginobili, Kawhi already ready. It's like I'm scared. Like I'm scared. Like
I hear you.
they're young and they after the game they're on the gram and practice. Like yo. Like, it's just different. It's really different. It's different. So it's a different type of, and I understand that's true. So they got to probably get rid of one or even maybe both of those for like a vet, like a really solidified. Like I'm trying to see, like if they get I think they should go after Ben Simmons. But it's just a hard dynamic with Ben and Draymond, because imagine Ben in the Draymond role. More athleticism, but Draymond do take the 3 sometimes. Ben don't shoot at all.
But they got enough shooting.
Imagine Ben at the 1. Like, that's scary with the Warriors. It's so scary. It's
you got to
so
trade
scary.
Wiggins. You got to trade Wiggins and Draymond and both of those picks for Embiid and Ben Simmons.
They're not. Listen, Sixers will be fools to give up Joel Embiid. Like, stop. They're going to start this process they've been doing for years all over again.
Man can dream, though.
Embiid's a hell of a player.
Amazing player. Amazing talent.
Well, which team should make, a crazy blockbuster move to get a higher pick? Should it be Toronto, Orlando?
There's not enough good NBA players in the league. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think it's good enough. It's just they have 3 or 4 on the same team.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And they're not
so it's enough for sure. But I don't want to see Toronto winning again. Kyle Lowry's going to Miami. That's a done deal. Siakam's gonna just dwindle. He's gonna be Jeremy Grant next year. So I don't. Yeah, it's about getting their money. They got their chip already. They good down there for the next 3 or 4 years before they fire Masai Ujiri and he goes to another team. So unless he's leaving right now, that left when Kawhi left. So
can we start a petition to get Frank Vogel fired?
Please.
He's not fired yet? What?
I'm surprised
Seriously.
Frank is still there.
Seriously.
Right.
That's astonishing.
Bron must really like him.
That's probably on the docket, so I'm not going to say nothing.
So that leads us to topic number 4 about the politics of both the NBA and European basketball. Shaq, let's tap in on that. Like, would you like to elaborate on that? Like, what is the politics of the NBA?
I wish I lived in a world where there were no politics and everything was based off of talent and work ethic and how hard you got to grind. But that's just not how it is. And I won't say like it's worse now than it was back in the day. It's probably always been the same, but now we just have social media to truly expose it. But it really isn't about what you know, it's all about who you know. And I guess that's just how life works. But I've seen guys come out of nowhere, end up in the EuroLeague on teams like Cheska, and I'm just wondering how they just frog hopped so many players. And in the league also, if you just look at the NBA, bro, who is in the league? Like, seriously. Like, when you guys want to have a serious conversation about the NBA, like, they're so thirsty to create a superstar right now or the next wave because there's so many teams. Like, just look in this lottery. Detroit, who? Houston, who? Cleveland, who? Toronto, who? Orlando, who? OKC, who? Minnesota. You can just keep going down, and you just got those same names. And I can't tell you 7 through 12 on any of these rosters. And I don't know if that's my fault or the NBA's fault or social media's fault. I don't know. But I just feel like I don't know what's going on with the NBA. It's really weird. And nobody will admit that the NBA is really weird. It has been for the last 3 or 4 years with them handpicking who they want to shine. It's really weird.
I was going to say, I find it interesting to like hear you talk about it because I think you're a little closer to it, obviously. Like, I don't know anything about the politics of the NBA or the EuroLeague at all. And so it's interesting to me to even hear that in sports, because it doesn't make sense to me in sports as much as it makes sense in like a job, right? Hey, I know an accountant.
But it
let's
is
get
a
him.
job.
I feel like it's the same exact thing.
I know, no, and I understand
it's
that.
Actually a nastier, I feel like. Yo, the politics in Europe, in NBA, I've been through both grinders, and it's just so wicked. But let me tell you how you could know politics, because in sports it's easier for me to look at it because I have great friends in the EuroLeague, I have good friends in the NBA, and play with them, pick up, run up and down, and you could play somewhere based on them. Honestly, so that's how you know the politics exists. Like I played with Shaq, I played with a lot of EuroLeague players, and Shaq was seeing everything he played. Shaq would put me up against any 4-man probably in the EuroLeague,
Mm-hmm.
like just like in a game, like
Mm-hmm.
like yeah, like delicate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's the weird
and
part.
I think and that's the politics in it,
Mm-hmm.
and teams and coaches and all that stuff. It'd be hard for someone to get in there because when they got a tag on you, it just sticks. Like I think I had the weirdest NBA draft process in 2011 that anyone has ever had. I had like 17 workouts. I went to all the camps. Listen, it was the weirdest thing I've ever been a part of, and it's like that's how I knew. Like, yeah, politics is very, very, very strong, and it's based on who you know. Like, if I had my career that I had in college, let's say in a high major school, not at University of Rhode Island, I would have been in NBA easily.
Because you were cooking dudes in the camp,
Yeah.
or what?
Listen, my Portsmouth Invitational, I made all tournament team there. Every camp, I was all tournament team in the next mini camp. I played against a dude on the Jazz. He quit against me. What's his name? The shooter, Bogdanovich.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If that's the one you're talking
he quit
about.
against me. Number 40, yeah, the white guy, the European. He quit against me at the next mini camp. Like stuff like that. It's like literally like, yeah, I'm not going no more. Like literally, like down. Like that's fire.
how much pull does like an agent have, for example? If like that
I was with a good agent company also, but what works in many favors is like, all right, so it's like where are you gonna get the oil from? Is more people gonna come out of Rhode Island to be an NBA player, or more people is gonna come out of a top EuroLeague team or Arizona State or Duke or whatever? So this story happened to one of my close friends. He was playing at Villanova at the time, right? And this is even in college it happens. I never heard this before. He's cooking. They're all freshmen. He's freshman with 3 other McDonald's All-American, right? He's the only one that's not McDonald's All-American, but he's killing and playing over above them. One of the high school coaches of the McDonald's All-American called up the school, called up Jay Wright and was like, yo, if you don't play my kid, you're not getting no more players from this top high school. He sat my boy for the last 3 months, and my boy ended up transferring from Nova his freshman year. So it's like things like that. You know you got to go back to that high school because all the kids to make him rich is coming from that school.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't getting another kid out of Brooklyn. Like this was Malcolm, Shaq.
Yep.
That's what Malcolm transferred to Miami because it's like, what are you gonna do? So it's honestly politics everywhere. And some people rise above the politics, like a Dame Lillard, but it's more people that get pushed down by it than say
So-
it's.
Do you think like a Steph Curry, if he didn't have that run in the tournament, he would be? Do you think he'd be in the NBA?
No, are you crazy? Not
Even though
no.
his dad is.
So
He
Yeah,
would
okay.
honestly. This is what he would have been a second round pick and had to fight his way. Honestly, fight his way
because
Doing the
that
exact same
essentially
thing.
it created
That-
a story essentially that people
It
could have
created a
followed it
story,
straight
and
into the
now
NBA.
he dominated that aspect, right? But you got to look at it this way. When he got to the league, he worked, and he built on everything. He never stopped
Right.
working, and then he
Right,
opened
right,
up the door for his brother, for Seth. Look at Seth now. You know what I'm saying? Seth
Mhm.
also put the work in, but Seth didn't really kill at Duke like crazy. He followed his brother, played Warriors, the brother name, squeezed in there a little bit, et cetera, and then got his niche. And that's how it is. But look at Jimmer. Jimmer killed like Steph. They gave him his shot. He didn't continue building on that. Then he's really on the Shanghai Sharks.
Yeah.
hmm
Killing though.
Yeah, for sure. Still a bucket, still could do.
Mhm.
He could still play in the NBA, but the politics won't let him no more.
Yeah.
It could
That's
go
crazy.
from good to bad. You see what I'm saying? Like
Don't-
Jimmy for sure could still play in the NBA.
The only person
Especially how
I've
they
seen,
shoot now.
like, yeah, because I'm trying to figure out the difference between a Jimmer and Tim Tebow, but Tim Tebow just has countless, opportunities everywhere he
Yo,
goes.
listen, the Tim Tebow politic is
Yeah,
his is not even white privilege no more. It's like God-given privilege. I don't
Yeah,
know
like-
what you want to call it.
Yeah,
Facts.
From Mets
Facts.
to football to
I've never seen something work.
Next, the Dallas Mavericks is gonna sign him because this
He's
is
the
just,
GOAT, bro.
This is going just berserk.
He know how to
Yeah,
get a
it's-
check.
Like,
He stay
yo,
with a check.
What? And the thing is with him, I like Tim Tebow as a quarterback. I liked him on the Jets. Like he won games for the Jets.
Mhm.
So I don't know what happened there, but yeah, Tim. Listen, he did he retire? Was it broadcasting? And then
Mhm.
Urban Meyer, yo, pull up,
Mhm. That's crazy.
yo.
Good guy. Has to
Alright.
be a good, amazing human being. Has to be. That's
So
tough.
That's
it is
crazy.
what that tells it all. That's not happening for Jamarcus Russell. That's not happening for
Mhm.
Oh
was
no.
it for Robert Griffin Jr. Like all that stuff. You done there. You're not going to
It's a wrap.
No.
panel and then
It'll
But it
happen,
is-
but it's gonna look like the Antonio Brown situation. We're gonna try to take you for everything in the process.
right. And Antonio Brown scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like it's nasty with them.
Yeah.
But
But we
we
know
know
what
this
it
GOAT
is.
talk though.
Yeah, we know what it is.
And I want you guys to rank these players. We got Anthony Davis, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker, Luka, and Trey Young. Let's start with you, JD. Rank these boys.
Oh, making me go first, huh?
Yeah.
Well, this is easy. Luka Doncic. Easy. Anthony Davis. Oh. Man. I think Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Trey Young. And that's crazy because Trey Young just continues getting doubted, man. that is what it is.
Wow. Shaq, are you mad at his rankings?
I mean, this is 5 tough players. Like I'm looking at it, and I know who's going towards the bottom, but outside of that, is it on me or Dale?
Yeah, it's on you. Let's keep
Wait,
it going.
I have a question, Shaq. Did you not put Ben Simmons in this list on purpose?
Who, me? No, I told you I'm off
Yeah.
the Ben Simmons train into the next year in the playoffs.
Okay. You
He's
were scared to rank
he's-
him against Jason Tatum, or
He's X'd out on my character list.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat. I can't get him until he goes to a semis. Is it on me or Dale?
Yeah, it's on you, bro.
All right, I guess it's easier to start from the bottom and go up. So I'm sorry, Trey. I gotta put you 5 in this particular list. Like, I have to. And then of course I gotta go Tatum next. But then I'm going Anthony Davis. No. Okay. Let me start that. Let me start that again. I'm putting D-Book 1. These are facts. Devin Booker's 1.
As being the top tier, number one, like.
Devin Booker is 1. Yeah, he's 1 out of all 5 of these players.
Okay.
Anthony Davis, man, he just pisses me off. That's what this is all about, because he pisses me off.
Of course.
But I'm gonna go.
I think
Devin,
he pisses us all off.
I'm gonna go Devin Booker, Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic, Trae Young, Jason Tatum. I got to. I'm sorry. I just don't see. I really don't. I can't put Trae last because look at the situation he's in, and I just compare it to Jason Tatum having all these same opportunities and not capitalizing. Just my opinion.
2 things about your list, Shaq. I want to just ask you a question. Why is Devin Booker 1 on your list?
Why?
Just answer. Don't even think. Just answer the question, please.
Bro, you know how I've always felt this way about Devin Booker. Always.
You've always had him over Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis, Devin Booker. Or it's because what he's doing now and you want to say a la prisoner of the moment?
I mean, I feel like, first off, funny story, I dunked on Devin Booker before. That's just a side
What does that
note.
do with this?
Loved him since. We actually had a great conversation under the hoop after it happened. I thought he was going to invite me to clubbing with him that night, but his team, they won, so he had to run off to the game.
Is that clip on the internet or what?
Nah, I mean, it was on like the security footage in the gym, but they'll never let that get out. But nah, I'm just a Devin Booker believer. Like, I'm putting him over all these guys.
Too, but okay, so my list.
It's a little prisoner of the moment-y, a little bit.
Right.
I'll give you that. It is.
So is this 5 based on everyone's healthy, correct?
But yeah. But also prisoner of the moment is Luka. That's why I don't have him as high, because I just feel
Stop. Huh? You disgust
No, Luka been working since he stepped in. But so
this list is
5,
super prisoner of the moment. Actually.
Everyone's healthy. Everyone's at their best, right? I'm going Anthony Davis first. I just can't. That's how I just can't. I'm going Anthony Davis, Luka. I'm not choosing between Dev and Jason Tatum. Yeah, I'm not. It's just never happening. They're the exact
they're not
there
though.
to me. It's them two.
They're not.
To me personally, and then I have Trey. And that's my list.
All right. I'm going to need you to put one over the other.
Right. You have to, bro.
Y'all can do it for me.
You don't get to stuff yourself in the safe vault.
It's not the safe vault. I just don't know how to decide between them two.
But that's such a bad take because they don't play alike at all. That's why this is such a bad take.
I just think there are two that both of them could bring the exact same thing to the field. No matter what you say, I'm not going to rank one over the other, and we're going to say
there's no way Luka Doncic is better than Devin
You're
Booker.
so stubborn.
You can't call me stubborn when you don't want to do the same thing. Let's let it go.
Wait, did you know Dev?
No, I don't know either.
Okay. Because I thought you probably had him on a text thread or group chat or something like that.
No, I don't know either.
I almost did, but it never panned out.
Wait, what? Pause. What'd you say?
I told you we were getting real chummy under the hoop after I dunked on him, but it just never went anywhere. The Plumlee brothers were there. It was a thing. James actually might have been there that day. There was a lot of people in the gym. It was a big ooh. All right.
Jim Durant.
A lot of eyes.
Jim Durant. I mean, Jim Harden.
Yeah. And if you're still watching right now,
Steve Kerr. I feel like Steve Kerr doesn't give a lot of praise where it's not warranted, but he says that Kevin Durant is more gifted than Michael Jordan. He calls him an entirely different breed. How do you feel about that, Dale?
I agree with him. Gifted wise, I don't think KD is a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. I think Mike's my GOAT and forever be so. But when you single out, honestly, if you single out like when he look at basketball, what he's basically trying to say, I think KD will be the most gifted basketball player over anyone. Like that's my
It's
my
such an
take on it.
easy
Like
cop out. It's like, ooh, a butterfly is a butterfly because it's a butterfly. Oh, it has beautiful wings. Like, okay,
Shaq,
KD.
what?
Yeah, that's exactly what this is. A unicorn's a unicorn because it's a unicorn. KD, just because you're 7 foot and you can score, he's more talented and offensively gifted than Michael Jordan. If you look at it through that spectrum, of course. But
He put it through that spectrum. That's why we're looking at that
Yeah,
way.
that-
So
but-
KD dribbling left, one dribble right, how it looks, how fluent, how efficient, how easy it looks, compared
That's
to
a
any other wing
safe-
player ever living.
that is one of the safest.
I don't think that's safe. It's just the truth. I don't know how else to put it, but that way. So if you can enlighten me the not safe way, it's your floor. Go ahead.
It's like saying Shaq is more dominant than Jordan. It's safe. Just because he can rip off hoops.
You know what's funny? I don't think Shaq is more dominant than Jordan.
Then if that's the case with that logic, then you shouldn't think that KD is more talented than MJ. For the very
You see, the words are very different, Shaq. Domination and gifted is two different words.
okay,
It's two different.
so Shaq didn't dominate?
He did, but
Because-
Jordan dominated more.
Yeah, but because the very next topic is Scottie Pippen in his new book said that there is no MJ without him. And those are facts. Those are facts.
And I agree, but what does that have to do with anything?
That if Kobe and
There's
Shaq would
no
have stayed
LeBron
together.
winning in Cleveland without Kyrie's shot. Does
No,
that
no.
diminish the
No.
championship? No. What are you saying?
If Kobe and Shaq stayed together, maybe that's 6 rings, and then we have the argument that not only was he
We
more
can't
powerful,
have it because they didn't stay together.
but
So
not
what do
only
we-
is he more so you're trying to tell me that Shaq on the court is less dominant than MJ on the court.
I think Jordan on the court and Shaq on the court, Jordan's more dominant. Yes.
And I think Jordan on the court and KD on the court, I would much rather watch Jordan play 10 out of 10 times.
I
You
would like
could
to watch
wanna
them both
watch
play.
it. You want to, me too. You could want to watch both of them. Jordan play 10 out of 10 times. I agree with that. Okay. But if you watch Jordan, KD that one time, you'll be like, he's more gifted. It's two different dynamic, bro. Gifted and dominant.
I don't
like that. Kid is more
I
gifted
don't
than
see
that
how
kid.
Kevin Durant is more gifted than Michael Jordan, literally arguably the GOAT. So what gifts does KD have that MJ clearly didn't have that got him 6 rings?
Well, KD was gifted with the height, like Jordan didn't have that.
He didn't need to clearly. He didn't need to clearly.
It's not about what you did with your skills. It's either you have it like, listen.
I
a
can make an
person on the
argument
street,
that
Shaq,
Jordan
listen,
was
a person on the
unbelievably
street could be
gifted.
more gifted than dunking the basketball than you, but you're more accomplished than him. What does that matter?
No.
Him saying he's
That's
more
not
gifted at
that's
doing
not the same.
something-
That's not the same because when I compare Kobe's gifts and MJ's gifts, I take MJ's by a landslide. So when I'm comparing MJ's gifts and KD's gifts, I'm sorry if all you got is the height.
And I'm sorry, but I don't think Mike has Kobe's gifts.
So
by
what
his
are the
side.
gifts?
I think
What are the
also
gifts?
he's
Kevin-
the same.
What are the
Kevin
gifts?
Durant is a better shooter than Jordan was.
What
And
are
a
the
better
gifts?
ball handler.
What are the gifts? What are the gifts? What are the gifts?
He
I need to
shoots
know
better,
the gifts.
He's a better ball handler.
So is LeBron James
His
not
game
gifted?
looks more fluent.
Is LeBron James not gifted? Because I'm trying to build a parameter on what
Braun is gifted, but he's less gifted than both of those guys.
that I'm trying to figure out why you
Skill
think
wise.
that. No.
Skill-wise,
Don't say Steve Kerr says Kevin Durant is more gifted than Michael Jordan. It doesn't say anything about skill wise. Calls him an entirely different breed. That is nuts. That is
So
a
what do you
crazy
think is
take.
gifted? Of course, it's basketball. You think it's singing?
I'm trying to figure
What do
out
you
what
think
the gifts
gifted?
are.
Skills, of course. What do you mean?
What? Okay. All right.
I'm
So,
serious,
so
though.
Michael
What do you-
Jordan isn't
like, what-
gifted, correct? So Michael Jordan is
He
less
is.
gifted than Kevin Durant. That's what you're saying to
He's
me
what?
right now. Michael Jordan is less gifted than Kevin Durant.
I agree. Yes, he is.
100%.
If you want to say less skilled, then
Yeah, it's the same. Yo, Shaq, he wants detail and breaks
Kim-
down the word.
Yeah, I
and-
really do because I'm trying to figure out, okay, so dribbling. Let's go dribbling.
Okay.
So I need letter grades, not one or the other.
Okay. KD's a B, Mike's a C for all the stuff you want to name.
Can you put a plus or minus on either one of those just so I can have a better gauge of the?
Okay, KD's a B, Mike's a C plus.
So
I don't
KD's
know
a
what
B
that
minus
does.
or KD's a B plus?
Okay, KD's a B minus, Mike's a C plus.
Okay.
What is it?
Okay,
As far
shooting.
as dribbling, right?
Yes.
Okay, shooting.
KD's a A minus and Jordan's a C plus.
Okay, so what's next?
Mid range game. KD's a A minus, Jordan's a
That's
B
dumb.
plus.
That's dumb.
Great mid range.
These gifts are dumb. These gifts are dumb.
This is
These
what
are
you
dumb
wanted.
gifts.
This is your.
When I think of
it's
when I think of
it's
gifts,
simple though. It's literally simple.
when I think of gifts, I'm like, oh my God, MJ was incredibly gifted. Not he has more gifts than the other guy or less gifts than the other guy. That's a weird safe take, Steve Kerr, and you're kind of nasty for backing it up, Dale.
That's not a safe take because when someone say Braun is gifted, you'll be like, yeah, and then you go to his numbers.
That's the thing. I don't understand how you compare when you say Kevin Durant is more gifted than Michael Jordan. So you're trying to tell me Kevin Durant is more gifted than LeBron James?
I think he's more gifted than LeBron also, yes.
And you two are standing with this?
I mean, the way that I look at gifted is like you were gifted a talent that you didn't have to work as hard for the next guy to get.
So then that's not Kevin Durant at all.
And if you want to say gifted, I would say athleticism too.
Right.
Jordan is a, far superior athlete than KD, but far as skill wise, KD is a better dribbler, shooter.
Shaq,
he
I
can
don't know
get a
why
bucket.
Shaq does this. It's like he's hearing, oh, KD's more gifted, KD's better, KD's more gifted than Braun, he's better. No one's really saying that, but in your mind, it's like KD can never be like the top dog for anything in anyone's eyes because you just don't like him, and you need to just stop
KD.
towing the line and jump over the cliff and say it for the world.
Love KD, love his game, love everything about his game actually. But you just need to go ahead and say that you think Kevin Durant is the greatest of all time over Michael Jordan.
No, I don't.
I need you to step on that ledge and stop toting the line. Hey, stop tippy
I don't
toeing.
think that at all.
Hey, quit doing that line.
Yeah, like
No,
no pun.
You're not gonna do this. Right. That's
I
fire.
see you, Jay.
That's fire.
That's fire.
Hey, but
That's
let
weird,
me ask you
Steve.
this though, JD.
that's weird, Steve.
Did Scottie Pippen spill the tea in his book though with Jordan? Is that true? There's no rings without Pip.
Dang, is that what he said?
No, I'm just saying, but you can't say Michael without Scottie. Like,
Did he
cringe
put
at the
something like
label
that?
Michael Jordan sidekick.
Did he put something like that in his book?
Yeah,
No,
he basically
no.
said no. That's basically what he said in his book. What they were paraphrasing, but he's basically saying you guys got
Right.
MJ all messed up. Like if it wasn't for me, he doesn't do any of this. And
I mean, he's right.
He's the only person in the world that can say that.
He's right. He's right. I mean, here's the thing. I think Michael Jordan would be great regardless. I do think he would be great. But I don't think that you can win chips without that number two, for sure. So like there's merit in saying, Jordan wouldn't have gotten this if it weren't for me. But I don't know that he can go as far and say Jordan wouldn't be Jordan if it weren't for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
But I think
that's
he
what he
was
said.
just like
He
when
just-
people say, when people labeled him as Michael Jordan's sidekick, like being referred as that, like, yo, I'm a bucket.
Yeah, I mean,
I play
he was
D.
he was the number two as
But why this
Yeah,
has
I mean-
no merit is because Scotty, you wouldn't have won those championships either. So what are we talking about?
right. Yeah, right. Exactly.
What did Dale
Exactly.
say? That's why it's a mute argument. What do you call that?
It's such a mute point because
Yeah,
of
mute
course,
point.
Scotty, you wouldn't be Scottie Pippen if it wasn't for Michael Jordan. So what are we doing here?
Fact.
Hold on.
That's a fact.
What's the matter, buddy?
That's a fact.
He's hold on.
No, you're
Come, you
fine.
want to say hi to the world?
Please.
What's up? What's up, big guy?
Yo, what's
What's
up?
up, big guy?
Hi.
Welcome to Players
Good.
Choice.
Right.
Look at the players, Joe.
Like the
You got a fresh
Matrix.
cut too.
Right. All right, buddy. I gotta do this call. I'll be outside in a minute. All right.
Yo,
I'm not sleeping with you, Joe.
yo, is Players Choice
Okay, I
really
will.
like the
Okay.
Matrix?
It's
said
the
what?
Matrix for sure. Like, what is he doing?
Like when you step into Players Choice,
Jalen, close the door. Thank you, buddy.
it's like a whole nother dimension.
It's like everything goes on here. But right, it's a mute point, like I was saying, and it's because, like, Scotty, who would you be without Mike? Just answer me that question.
These are facts.
Like who? Like no one could think like,
But
who?
Scotty, listen.
No, but no,
Scotty's had a real rough decade.
and he knows saying this gonna make people buy his book.
Yeah, but like
now people buying it because they want to see what else you said.
But like,
but I think he has a lot to say though that wasn't being said though.
Is he talking about his ex-wife though?
No,
that's a tell-all I'm down for.
Are you guys getting this book? I might have to get this book now.
Yeah, high
I
key.
will not.
I will.
Yeah.
Because I want to
I
hear.
will not.
I just want to hear all these stories.
Yeah.
Granted, they're
I
going to
will
be
not.
so one-sided, but whatever.
All right, I'm banning that guy, whoever that is, in the chat, acting silly.
What'd you say?
I don't know. He's acting. I don't have time
What
for
did
that.
he say?
I don't know where he was going, but I hated the lead up to what he was saying. I hated where it was going.
that could have got wild.
Yeah.
But
so
what was his first thing?
his first
Please.
said he highlighted it and said, "Is that the baby?" And I don't know if he was talking about me or you. I just hated
It wasn't talking about me.
I didn't like where
That's
he was
Machine
going.
Gun Kelly right there.
He was for sure talking about you. Yeah.
No,
Great haircut.
Jay is Brody from we've already determined this. He's Brody from what's that
Homeland.
show? Yeah, from Homeland.
I don't think I've seen that.
For sure.
Fake
Wow.
Ashton Kutcher from Punked.
Man, because you got Cushion from Punk for sure.
In high school, they used to say I was Jim Carrey.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
get Jim Carrey vibes.
yes.
I don't look like him at all.
You could play the Joker.
No,
It's your
the
main
mechanics,
reasons.
body
Yeah,
mechanics.
yeah,
though.
yeah.
I don't see Jim.
Goofy.
Body mechanics.
Who does Jay
JD
look
is
like?
super long. People.
Who
No
does
pun.
Jay?
Like,
Who does
pause.
Jay look like?
who me?
Yes.
Jay, I got Jay going straight out of Compton, Dr. Dre. He got that one a little bit. Straight out of Compton, Dr. Dre
Jay?
vibe a little
Is
bit.
he Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Nah, he don't got Cuban. He don't got Cuba. He don't got Cuba.
Yeah.
He got a skinny Terrence Howard.
I was okay.
A little bit. A little 1-2 Terrence.
For the what was that movie he made?
Oh, I know exactly who he got. I'm gonna tell you the name right now. He got Columbus Short for sure. That's already written down. That's written down. But
What was that movie
Stump
called?
the Yard
Stump the
looking
Yard?
boy.
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one. Stop.
Yo,
Boy, man. Not
have you ever
Columbus
looked at
Short.
somebody? Because I was looking at Chris Middleton. I was like, yo, Chris, you're
Brian
ugly.
J. White.
And then I stared at him and I was like, I kind of favor Chris Middleton a little bit.
Nah, you don't got Chris.
And I
No,
hate that I do.
pause. He do a little
I
bit.
feel like I look like
I
Chris
don't see
Middleton a
the
little
Chris.
bit.
I don't see the
A
Chris.
little bit.
Especially
From
with
certain
this new
angles.
haircut.
Oh, with the new haircut.
Wait. So, Shaq, we going there. You're Chris Middleton. Who is JD in the NBA? Who does he look like?
Oh God.
Joe Harris?
Georgia. You have
No.
about 5 players to pick from.
That's a
Joe
fact.
Harris?
No.
That's the
I took-
wicked minority take.
Listen.
It is.
I don't. Jordan is Miles Leonard for obvious reasons. I told you he has a racist face.
Miles Leonard is a very good one. That's a
Bro,
very good
come
one.
on.
That's a very good one.
Just because you got the racist
on.
face, there, you really don't. That's all we can really throw you.
I got the race
Yeah.
face.
But in EuroLeague,
I'm
you look like
taking-
Guterich
He
and
cut
Michael
the beard,
Owen.
bro. Or the mustache.
I'm Quincy AC.
Okay.
He's not an NBA no more, but I'm taking Quincy AC. He's just
Wait,
for
wait,
sure
wait. Why
lock.
is that so Yeah,
I
he
mean-
played for Baylor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
someone
all right.
already said Lance Stevenson. I see it.
Yeah, Lance,
yeah,
of
Lance
course.
is a
That's
good
like
one.
people write me and write him like
When
all the time.
when I saw you in person, I never said it out loud, but in my head I was like, he does kind of look a lot like Lance Stevenson.
There's a
Yeah.
funny video that I have on my phone of me challenging Lance Stevenson on IG Live to play
You
one-on-one
screen record that?
for like, yeah, for like, I forgot how much money I said. It was a lot
Wait, challenge him for what though?
to play
Hold
one-on-one.
on.
And he
Listen.
looked at me and he said, "That's funny."
quarantine was a really funny time.
That was a dark place.
That was a very, very dark place.
Wait, I want to see that.
Oh, it's an amazing video. The whole lead up. I have it all.
Lenny said I got the Adam Morrison vibe. Oh Lord.
1000%.
I don't see you as Adam.
I've heard some interesting stories about Adam Morrison.
Let's knock this out. We're at the finish line.
Right. PJ Tucker. Not scoring.
Take it away, Jay.
During the
Hey,
headlights.
I can't even, hear you on my mic, bro. Like, what would you say?
Oh, you can hear.
You said what?
Oh, I said we're at the finish line. Let's go.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
All right. Predictions for Bucks Hawks series. For everything. Let's start with you, Shaq. Let's get it.
Gentlemen sweep. Hawks win one game. I promise you. And this is the last time I'm making this promise. I'm sorry, Trey Young.
Oh man.
JD.
Yeah. I got the Bucks in this series. I don't know how many games, but yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing the Hawks take it, but yeah, Bucks. I think the Bucks take this.
Dale.
I got the Hawks in 6.
That is weird.
Just to throw some stuff out there. Throw a little curveball in the wrenches. Hawks in 6.
And I guess you got the Clippers in 6 too.
No, I got the Suns in 5 actually.
I got the Suns in 6.
JD, where you got the Suns or the Clips?
Ooh. I'll take the Suns in 5.
And Chris Paul opts out and he goes to LA.
That'd be crazy, though.
That's what you want to do?
Chris Paul knows he cannot
Listen,
do this again.
That's because of politics, right?
No, that's because
Shaq just wants LeBron to have Chris Paul.
I mean, LeBron probably wants LeBron to have Chris Paul.
I mean, Kobe wanted Chris Paul, and they politic that
He
up.
did. That's what's weird about the NBA now. They really dubbed my man Chris Paul in his prime.
Well, David Stern was
my-
there, right?
Yeah, rest in peace, David. But I know
Right.
Kobe's up there talking to you like, you screwed me.
Facts.
You screwed me, David.
1,000%.
Like Gigi, it was him that stopped Chris Paul. That's
Nah, that's a
crazy,
fact.
man. I was watching Kobe highlights before the show today. Actually, when you called my iPad, that's what messed it up. You was
I
calling,
see.
I was still on YouTube.
I seen
You're
a
a bad
Kobe.
guy.
I seen a Kobe. Like the videos on the side suggestion. It said Phil Jackson blamed the loss on Kobe, and it's just Kobe in the picture. Like I got some words. I'm actually gonna.
He
go back and
agreed,
watch it.
though. He agreed. I saw that one. He
Oh,
agreed.
okay,
He's
okay,
like,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
I broke the offense. Nothing was going on. I went for the kill. That's exactly Kobe words. He said, yeah, I broke the offense.
The
Nothing
good
was
old
going on.
days.
Barry was watching me, so why not?
The new generation
Great
would
guy.
never know what that was like.
They would never say that. They would feel so sad and want the coach fired.
I mean, just watching Kobe, because you know how guys are handpicked, and he was one of the handpicked ones, but he lived up to every minute of it.
You think Kobe was handpicked?
Like for that era, like social media chose
Out of
him.
high school.
Not even
Out of
after
high
high
school
school.
to
I'm
be
talking about
handpicked. Yeah,
no,
'cause
not a high. I'm
Kobe
talking about
sat
in
the
the
bench
league.
his rookie year.
No, I'm talking about like once he got it going, he was like the guy, and he lived up to it.
But that's not what handpicked is, though. See, you have to define your handpicked. You can't say someone's handpicked when they're picked when they got it going.
No,
Shaq
no,
just
that's a-
makes stuff up as he goes. You just have to understand that, and you love him for it.
Because like I'm trying to see honestly who was handpicked?
Look at Shaq's face.
Lonzo Ball was handpicked.
By
He
who?
fit
The media?
So was
by
Sebastian
his
Telfair.
pops. And then Magic Johnson believed it and picked him second overall over Tatum, over all these players. So he was his name being so big got big to that.
That was a
handpicked.
decent draft. Jason Tatum is handpicked right now for whatever reason.
Hold on a second.
I do not like
One of the kids is screaming ridiculously, and I don't want to go to jail. So hold on.
it. All right. And Kuzma says he wants a bigger role. Kuzma. He took LA out
Where?
of his bio. Kuzma.
It's a
Kuzma.
wrap. Where's he gonna go,
Yeah,
Shaq?
So
think?
is he saying he wants a bigger role in LA, or he wants to go somewhere where he can have a bigger role?
I think just in general, I'm off Kuzma. I'm done.
Oh, look at Kuz.
I will agree though. I think that he does need to go somewhere where he can just get more minutes and be a little bit more not even more impactful, just kind of like get his reps, I guess. Have enough floor time to learn instead of make a mistake or two and then get yanked and then never get those reps. So
I got a
I don't know. I mean, I'm not mad about it.
I got a weird question for you, JD, in closing. What was better, the old video games or Roblox?
I've never played Roblox. I've heard that it's kind of similar to Minecraft-ish.
That's completely false. 1,000%
Oh, it's not similar to
false.
Minecraft.
It's literally.
And while we're on this topic, I'm gonna download Roadblock on my phone right now.
I don't know if
Wait,
they have an app for
okay.
it. It's a computer thing. It's like its own world, but not in the same way as Minecraft. Literally, you type in a keyword, and millions of games pop up for it. So you literally just go playing from Tycoon to zombies.
So
to,
it's not Roblox action. That's not it. Join now.
I mean, on the phone, I would imagine that's a little weird, but it's just like trying to play NBA 2K on your phone. It just is not the same.
So I see.
So you play Shaq?
iPad though.
No, my son plays it.
So
So
like-
if you Google on YouTube Roblox games, you're gonna be blown away. They got Mario Kart on there, but it's their own manipulated version of it. It's people build the games.
Oh, so it's like the kids' version of like, okay,
So it's,
okay, I get
so
it.
it's like Sims.
It's like buying 100
No.
pack of all the old games that we used to play. 100 pack and them all being on the same disc, and you just being able to go one by one playing different variations.
Oh, okay. Because
I
Zach
think
want
what-
to write me on Instagram and say that it's really not, that Mario Kart is not better than Roblox. Which JD wrote me earlier, like Cole would be mad, so that just felt in dynamic.
I said Cole wouldn't appreciate the Roblox slander.
Yeah, his cousins come over, they play Mario Kart, and he's like, "Yeah, let's go play Roblox." Like, it's pretty quick turnaround. It's like one race, and they're all like, "Yeah, let's do it." Right.
Right.
So for me, man, I mean, it's kind of like hoops. Like comparing eras is tough. Like
Yeah, it is.
No, I don't.
I'm into,
007
like,
was
Super
amazing.
Mario Kart 64 compared to Roblox, I'm sorry. It's like, what are we talking about? When we had the greatest game, no game from this era won. So basically, no game from this era won the J Awards.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
for us,
yeah.
it was like a nostalgia thing, but like, there's still plenty of games that I'm enjoying
It's
playing,
very-
and like,
of-
I
of
would
course,
much rather
of
play
course.
today's games than those.
But GoldenEye
I
was
don't.
super, like, that was like
Got
ahead of
go-
its
Fire.
curve.
Got GoldenEye downstairs, was ODing on the kids earlier. They were mad. It's like, why are you shooting with the golden gun? I'm like,
yeah.
It was happening. But you don't know this yet. But that Donkey Kong, all the Super Mario's, like that feeling, bro. I don't think the kids, even the games they're playing this now, would ever get that feeling.
Opening
And
up
that's why
that
it's
case in the library at the top, looking for that certain gun in 007, going through the hidden walls, it was really a feeling. I will say.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really a feeling. It was.
That's how the world
Playing-
kept turning.
Playing as odd jobs so that like you're impossible to shoot because you're so small.
That's a fact.
Like
Yeah.
anything, bro. All that stuff. Like,
And they had a good
but yeah,
storyline
Roblox-
too. Like they put time into it.
Amazing storyline. And then I got my PlayStation 2. Now I'm gonna go play Metal Gear Solid with Snake and all that
Ooh.
stuff.
They
Like,
need
Yes.
to bring
Cold
back,
game.
they need to
like,
bring
yo,
back
those
Twisted
are
Metal.
not, like,
I need Twisted Metal in my
Yeah.
life.
I need.
Twisted Metal's crazy.
I never was a fan of Twisted Metal. It's
Oh my
amazing
god,
game.
I need that back in my life. They need to reboot that game. Somebody
redid
needs to
Tony
remake
Hawk.
it or just.
They redid Tony Hawk, and I'm on the fence of getting it.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do it. I just
I
don't
would
think
get
you
it.
can make it as
I-
good as Tony Hawk Pro
I would-
Skaters 2.
I
For
would
sure.
get a Tony Hawk.
No, but they
on my
redid
PlayStation.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. That's the thing. Like they redid the old Tony Hawks. It's not like a new Tony Hawk.
Oh,
Just
you're talking
with-
about you would get
And Lenny said-
the one that they just remade.
It was quite the
With new
feeling.
visuals?
Shaq, I've been there too, where I'm like, do I want to? Because that for me, I played the crap out of that game, and I used to play with my friends all the time too because they had like the horse and like the one where you light up the ramp your color, red or blue. I think that was in
Right.
that game.
You ever played
then
2
you-
Extreme?
I don't think so.
I never played that.
It's a game. It's for PlayStation. They have rollerblades, bicycle.
Oh yeah.
and roll-
And you go through
Oh,
like the
you
San
pick which
Francisco
one.
Bridge, and you're riding on the bike.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
That
yeah,
was
you
amazing.
pick bike. It's amazing.
The PlayStation demos were really good. Like you didn't get
Yeah,
the game, but you
exactly,
played the
right,
snowboard. What was it called?
Right.
Cool Borders or something too.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
Somewhat,
Crash
yeah.
Bandicoot.
You- Bro, I
was
used to,
crazy.
my dad, every time we went to the store, there used to be the PC Mag or something like that. It's called. I thought it was called
Mhm.
PC
Yeah,
Mag,
yeah.
and there was a demo
Mm-hmm,
game in it all the
Mhm,
time.
mhm.
And so
Every-
every,
yep,
time
yep.
I was like, Dad, I need this. I need this.
Crash
Just to get the
Bandicoot.
demo. I never read the Mega.
Amazing time. You guys know what GameSages.com is?
No.
Mm-mm.
Game Sages.
Yeah, when growing up, you go to GameSages.com, you get all the codes. For the
Oh,
games.
yeah,
That's how
yeah.
you
Oh, okay,
say-
okay,
Grand
okay,
Theft
okay,
Auto
okay,
and
okay.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, there's no
Yeah.
better Grand Theft Auto than Vice City. That was literally game changer for me. Everybody says it was San Andreas, but I think it was
Yeah.
Vice City.
Vice City was fire, but San Andreas
Was like we
I
know
will
what
take
we're
San
doing.
Andreas over Vice City, but Vice City was
Vice
vibes.
City was Vice City just showed us what was like out there.
To come.
Yes,
yeah.
remember Driver? That was like the fake Vice City. That was a bad game.
Yeah, I think I either rented that or something, and I was like, this game sucks.
No, what games on PlayStation used to suck? Because there was a few that it was just like, this is a bad game. I can't
Bro.
think of it right now. But remember Rapper the Rapper though?
That
With the
was
little
solid.
animals?
Spyro the Dragon was also solid.
Spyro's an amazing.
Yeah,
Spyro and
Spyro
Crash
was.
Bandicoot. Rapper the Rapper,
Max
you don't remember
Payne was
that?
fire.
Max Payne was suspect.
Yeah, Max Payne was like,
Payne was I hated the movie, but that's the
the
first
game was crazy.
game like in the slow motion. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Like the
I feel
Matrix.
like the Matrix
What
game
is-
was dope.
I never
Right,
played
that's what the
game.
Matrix game should have been.
Right.
I feel like the
Right,
Matrix
right.
game
That
was
was-
that.
no, that was dope.
Like,
That was-
Just
There was
Matrix
flopped.
game was really
you
good.
ever played LA Noir?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those my type. I love that joy, bro.
Is that better than
Those
Red
my
Dead?
type of game.
Redemption?
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, that was a hyped one.
Dell, you might like Red Dead Redemption if
I
you
feel
like
it was
noir. I
yeah,
mean,
noir hand in hand.
it's Red Dead Redemption's just GTA, but in like Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
But they
Gosh.
got, I don't know, the Red Dead Redemption story, I think, is more interesting, I guess, than the GTA one.
I wish they just make games so complicated these days that it's just like either super complicated or super basic. Like
Mhm.
apps are like PlayStation games, how they used to be.
Right.
Mhm.
Mm, I
Well,
could see that a little bit.
yeah, you
Too
don't have as many
rough.
options. No top buttons, no nothing. But PlayStation was better than N64. Yo, but WrestleMania, fire. All the Olympic games, fire.
Oh my god, that downstairs. WrestleMania was OD,
WrestleMania,
bro.
Royal
I
Rumble
got that
was like,
downstairs.
wow, you guys know how to get me every
Yeah.
time. Like, that was a
Yeah,
good
I
one.
used-
Got that downstairs.
We had the the adapter to get more controllers on the PlayStation 2.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We
Oh,
had that, and
yeah.
I would have all my friends over, and we'd play like the 2-on-2 tag team WWE SmackDown game. Oh my
SmackDown
god,
was
I
fun.
put
Listen.
hours into that game.
I never got
Yeah, for
into
sure.
what's the Mario one?
What about Tekken?
Second was
Oh,
fire.
Tekken
What one?
was love.
The Smash Bros. Never got into it
Oh.
ever.
So I liked that game, but not that much. I had a buddy who used to come over all the time and immediately, where's Smash Bros? Let's play Smash Bros. And I hated the game because I was like, I'm getting so sick of this. So I used to hide it
Yeah,
when he'd
that's-
come over, and I'd be like, I lost the game.
that's probably the most overhyped games in the history. Let's get ready to rumble. Amazing game. I love all boxing games. Hate you. I mean, UFC games are fun, but boxing games. But scratching your
Oh my
disc on
God.
PlayStation used to be a nasty thing.
Toothpaste.
A
Toothpaste.
nasty vibe.
And alcohol, trying to scrub it,
alcohol was the
and it
best.
stops at that same spot every time. It used
Really
to be
a nasty
crazy.
flex.
It used
Fight
to be-
Night. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Fight Night Champion.
There you go.
Fight
Yeah,
Night.
yeah.
That one was fire.
That playlist with Fab on there that one year was crazy. Madden used to be
I would-
dope.
I would absolutely annihilate you in Fight Night, Shaq.
How you guys like NFL Blitz? That's my greatest football.
I
game
love.
ever.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Blitz,
It's kind of
Slugfest,
toxic.
hits, bring all those back.
Yeah. No. Streets Volume 2. Listen,
NBA Streets.
NBA Jam.
like the old
I
NBA
didn't like
Streets.
NBA Jam like that.
They
But
put
NBA
so much
Streets are-
time into
yeah.
that, bro.
Yeah,
That was a vibe.
with the monster.
Bro,
Yeah,
up
NBA
on the
Streets was one for
rooftop
the ages.
playing, you dunk the things
Yeah.
fall from the lights. It was such a nostalgic
Yeah, that was
feeling.
crazy. I'll play
I-
that right now.
I downloaded
I will play
3 on
that right
3
now for sure.
Yeah, I'll
NBA
play
on
that
the
right now.
Switch for my
It's
son,
downstairs.
and it's trash.
It's downstairs. So what's trash?
I would like to play NBA Jam with you guys, the 2-on-2, the newish one.
No, that's the one that
Where's that
it's
at?
3 on 3. It's on Switch and it's trash, and I don't know why it's that.
Oh
trash.
no! I don't. I think I know what one you're talking about. I'm talking about NBA Jam. They had a NBA Xbox 360 one that came out when I was in like high school. So they essentially remade it, but it's just the old version, but enhanced graphics because it's for the 360 at that time.
Yeah. But did you guys watch?
And you,
No, go on, Jay.
I was gonna say, and you used to be able to play it on online. So like I could just go find a multiplayer game. It was fire.
But what was the one game called? The
Right.
And One game with Hot Sauce and all of them. That game.
Oh,
that was
crazy.
2K.
Oh,
My
Ballers,
Park.
NBA Ballers.
Ballers, yes.
And you could
Yes.
like go to get the
Yes.
tattoo, the chains. That
Yeah, I
game
played
was really.
I played the hell
That
out of
was
that
a
too.
really
Rags
good
to
game.
Riches game mode.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
crazy.
Rags. That was a really good game. Blitz was
Mhm.
always.
They had
cheating.
2 of them.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Lenny
Great
said,
show.
"Who played Def Jam Fight for New York?" I
I
used
for
to play
sure
that.
played that. DMX.
That's
was,
Joe Budden's game.
Oh yeah.
It's
That was Joe.
Bud Catcher.
Yeah. That was a
Joe
good
Budden's
little
a bad
idea.
guy.
Bad dude. For sure.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right, fellas.
Great show,
It
fellas.
was fun as always.
Love
See you
you,
on Sunday.
Peace.
Beat
Peace
the
and
dub
love.
back. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.